Good morning, Mr.
Good morning, Effie.
Έντι
Good morning.
Γουίλσον. First of all, I want to welcome you and thank you for being with us. You had yesterday a meeting with the Minister of Tourism, Mr. Kikilias. Did you take some important decisions?
Yeah, I mean, it was good to meet with the Minister yesterday. And he has said that the GNTO, the National Tourism Organisation, are going to announce some incentives for all airlines for the winter period in the coming days. And we'll wait to see those. And let's hope that they are meaningful and give us the confidence to grow for the long term. Because it's not just about this winter. Greece is underserved. Greece has had a good summer, excellent summer, particularly from the United States. But I think that we need a longer term approach for the plan to extend the tourist season. And we want to invest.
Do you mean to extend the season until the end of March?
Yeah, I think it should go beyond that. I mean, we've got to look at the fundamental difficulties in Greece. You have a very spread out geography through the islands, and the airport costs are a barrier for airlines such as RYANAIR. RYANAIR is the largest airline in Europe. We're the only ones that can bring growth. We're the only ones that have recovered fully from the COVID pandemic. Most other airlines are smaller. We're bigger. We want to invest in Greece for the long term, not just this winter, but for every winter. And if we've got certainty on that, we can bring traffic not just back to Athens, we can do it in Hania, we can do it in Corfu, Rhodes, Ionia, Volos, all these places.
Are you thinking of closing RYANAIR's base there as well?
In Hania? No, I mean, Hania is a summer base anyway. I mean, it was never intended to open for the winter. But I think the people that we meet in Hania, it's good to meet with them because they're the entrepreneurs. They're the people who take risks to open hotels, employ people, invest in tours. And I want to tell them that RYANAIR has the aircraft, RYANAIR has the people, and we will invest in Hania and we will invest in other regional Greek airports. But we need, like the airports, need to adjust their costs so that when you bring more passengers, it's less cost per passenger that brings more people to the area year round. And it's not just about tourists, it's about connectivity. Greece is underserved from RYANAIR's point of view. We fly 50 million passengers plus to Italy every year. We fly almost 50 million to Spain, and we only fly 6 million to Greece. Why?
6 million.
6 million. So, I mean, I think it's indicative that Paphos in Cyprus has 3 RYANAIR aircraft all year round, and Athens is closed for the winter. That doesn't make any sense. We have up to 60 million additional passengers over the next 5 years, and I want to put those into Greece. In most other markets, I've got long-term deals so that I've got the stability to invest. And what we're saying from the Greek government, to start with, is there's no point in having a tax in the winter time if there are no passengers to take the tax off. So lower the tax for the winter period. I can understand they don't want to do it for the summer because everybody wants to come to Greece in the summer. And if they did that, ourselves and hopefully other airlines would put traffic in, and that would mean that would be good for the Greek economy. But at the moment, the airports are the pinch point. That's a vital part of Greek infrastructure, the same as the roads, the same as the ports. And they should be pushed to put incentives in for traffic.
So the big problem is the charge during winter season?
Well, it doesn't help. It's 12 euros per passenger if they took that out, because airlines in the wintertime have to lower their fares to get people to travel. And it's not unreasonable that the airports lower their costs as well, and then we would bring more passengers. And that would be self-financing for the Greek economy.
What are your plans for Greece in general? Are you planning to open new bases, to come back and open new bases and expand your business? Will you increase connectivity between regions of Greece and destination abroad?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we want to do, and we can do it. Today there are 90 destinations or bases around Europe where Ryanair can connect with Greek destinations. But I would love to put our bases back into Rhodes and back into Hania for an extended season. There's no reason. We should grow our aircraft in Athens, and we should be growing in Thessaloniki. And then there are also the regions of Volos and Ionia and Corfu as well. So I think with the right charging structure for the winter period, that would allow us to put aircraft in for an extended period, and it makes sense for the Greek economy. Yeah, I mean, like Greece did an excellent job in terms of recovering from the pandemic in marketing themselves as a COVID-free destination from a very early stage. Greece is a fantastic market in the summer.
The CEO of the group, Michael O'Leary, talked on August about the end of cheap fares of €9.99 for the next few years due to increased fuel costs. How do you think the energy crisis will affect the airline market?
I think what will happen is that, just for your viewers, it's not going to be the end of low fares. What we have is that our average fare pre-pandemic was close to €40. Okay, so that's the average of everybody who flew with us was €40, including a checked-in bag, by the way. So like really, really low. We think that will, over the next 5 years, probably go to about €50. So we will still be the lowest priced in the market. You will see less of $9.99 fares, but there will be still some there. But we will continue to grow. This year we'll do 166.5 million passengers across Europe. There is a huge opportunity for us to put more aircraft in because we're taking delivery of those aircraft. And I'd love to put them in here in Greece. Just make it easier for us to put those in there, and you will reap the rewards in terms of economic flow through for businesses, tourists and connectivity.
In this explosive environment of high interest rates, high inflation, the coming recession and energy crisis that will accompany us in the coming years, do you see the low-cost airline companies, the low-budget airline companies surviving? What is your prediction of their future?
I think some airlines around the edges won't survive. Ryanair didn't take 1 cent of state aid during the pandemic, and we were able to more than survive, and we are fully recovered. So sometimes too much is made of low cost. It's the way people now travel. People expect a cheap fare, safe flight, and get there on time and don't lose their bag. And that's what we do. And we will continue to grow. In times of recession, and this happened during the financial crisis, a lot of people traded down as they thought to Ryanair, but then never went back to the other airlines because it was substantially cheaper and they got the same service and they got there on time on a brand new aircraft. So airline travel within Europe for an hour to 2 hours of travel is a commodity now. It's not a pleasurable experience necessarily. And I wish, governments would understand this. People don't want to go to airports and people don't want to fly in airplanes. They just want to get off at the other end and spend their money and do the things that they want to do.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Έντι Γουίλσον.
Thank you.